When the odds are against you, a force for justice will be there. When you need someone to defend you, when you need a champion, we will be that force. Day and night, my team is dedicated to fighting for you. Serving our community with offices throughout the valley. And if you can't come to us, we'll come to you. No other law firm in the valley works harder, reaches more people, and has more resources than the Jesse Gonzalez Law Firm. So if the unfortunate ever happens and you or someone you love is in an accident, call me, Jesse Gonzalez. The Jesse Gonzalez Law Firm, a force for justice.
Happy Friday, the Sergio Show on Newstalk 710 KURV. You know what that song means. It's time for my friend Jesse. Here's the intro I wanted for this one. Since he's not in studio, he's away from me. We're in two separate locations, so he's at a bunker somewhere from the Jesse Gonzalez palatial estate in an undisclosed gated community with heavily armed security. Aerial drone.
Jesse, tilt your camera down a little bit.
Rabid, starving canine security that have
more. Right there.
We now go to our leader. Yeah, now he can hear me. How you doing, Jesse? Welcome back to the program.
Sergio, I'm doing great. I'm here at the house right now. I had some meetings this morning, then I've got some more right after this. So because of my tight schedule today, this was probably the best way to get things done instead of driving to the studio.
Yeah, this is your office you're calling me from. It's a nice office. You got
this is my home office.
Yeah, very nice.
And
very nice.
In fact, I have client meetings here sometimes.
Yeah.
When they can't make it to my office Monday through Friday, and I've got the kids on that particular weekend, and I don't have a babysitter.
Oh, look at that tile. Look at that tile. Tell me about that ceiling tile. What is that, man? That almost looked like leather. What is that? That ceiling tile of yours. By the way, join us on KURV 710, Facebook, YouTube, all that stuff. We're doing that live. What is that, Jesse? That's a really nice tile up there.
You like it?
Yeah, that's pretty. Is that leather? Seriously?
I think it's no. It's just a Home Depot special.
Okay, it's really real pretty.
That's my car.
Very nice.
See my car?
Very nice. Yeah. That's not just art. That's actually, you actually have one of those. What is that?
Yeah.
What was that? BMW?
Yeah. No, this is my car.
Yeah.
And in fact, let me give you a little tour of the house.
Here we go. We're going down the hall now. Make sure everybody's decent now. Everybody put on pants. Jesse's coming down the hall.
That's Oaxaca.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice.
That's the goddess of Mezcal. Right there. That is an actual original painting from Clark Chevrolet, Charlie Clark.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for folks who didn't know that, and anyone who knows Charlie, that he was that was his hobby, and he did well as an artist.
Yes.
He painted quite a few. Did you buy that at auction, or did you buy that Charlie
No.
Clark painting from him?
No, I bought it from an interior designer who had it in her studio.
Oh, I see.
You see that lamp right there?
What, the chandelier? I can see a chandelier. Yeah, okay.
Chandelier.
Yeah.
So I go to Venice about 6 years ago, and I go to a Murano factory.
Venice, Texas. Yeah, Venice, Italy. Yeah.
I went to a Murano factory, which is right next to Venice. It's a little island in Venice, actually. And I see this exact same lamp in the entrance of the Murano factory. And I tell the tour guide, wow, that's my lamp. And the guy laughs at me in front of everybody because there was a group of us.
Oh,
he goes, that's impossible, sir. And I said, why is that impossible? He says, because Dolce & Gabbana owns the right to that lamp, and you cannot buy it from us. You would have to buy it directly from them, and they don't sell that to anyone. And I said, well, let me show you a picture. And I show him a picture of my chandelier. This one. And he said, wow, when did you buy that? And I said, well, I didn't buy it. My best friend did. I bought the house from her, but she bought it back in 2009.
Uh,
She goes, no. And he's like, no wonder.
yeah.
Dolce & Gabbana had not bought the rights to that chandelier yet.
Yeah.
And I said, well, how much is this lamp going for nowadays?
Yeah. The chandelier.
How much
How
do you
much
think
was it?
how much do you think a chandelier like this goes for, Serge?
Well, what material is it then? Is it
It's just
brass,
glass. It's just
silver, or
glass.
it just
It's just blown glass. See, they put these in ovens and they
90,000?
shape
90,000. No?
close.
See? Freddie said no.
100,000 euros.
Wow. Freddie would have said $1, like Price is Right. Yeah, but I didn't go over Freddie. I was just a little bit under 90,000, so I get to play the Price is Right on that one. That's pretty cool. So when they told you who owns it, did you say, "Oh, I know them. I know Chencho and Juana. I know them. I can buy it from them."
So there's the car
Uh,
that's in
oh,
my in that picture that I showed you. Can you see
very
it?
nice. Do you actually drive that, Jesse? You go around town driving that? I know you go
Yeah.
around town with it in your truck, but that's a
Yeah.
BMW.
And then here is a 100th anniversary Harley Davidson, which I bought 20 years ago. It says right there, 2003,
Begs the
100th
question,
anniversary.
Jesse. It begs the question. The BMW and the Harley, did you buy that locally or did you have to go out of town to get it special
I bought them both locally here at the
dealership?
Desperado dealership.
Excellent.
And this is the motorcycle that was featured in my commercial.
I see. The one here, 007. That's the,
And this is the Corvette that was featured in my other Super Bowl commercial.
what a beautiful view. Man, you're like Jay Leno, man. You got a collection of cars and vehicles already. What else would you put in there if you had a chance to purchase something new or used or collectible? What would you want to put in there? Like a double
Well,
or what?
this car, the Gullwing, which is what it's called, this Gullwing, was first built back in like 1955 or something,
Mhm.
and they made them for like 5 years. They recently, here in the last few years, sold one at auction for $6 million. If I could have any car, it would be one of those 1955 Gullwings originals, but yeah, they're too expensive.
Jesse Gonzalez, Jay Gonzalez, injury attorneys call 1-800-CAR Crash. Have the blessing of Jesse back on the program. He's back home. He was jet setting, traveling around the world, which I had some questions for you. And I know as you were texting us out of
My
town,
living room.
we need to catch up. Oh, there's a living room. We're doing, by the way, Jesse's taking us on a tour. You have to see it at 710 KURV, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, and you see the video later on. You're broadcasting live too, right, Jesse? You're on the
Yes,
platform.
live.
What
This is my
platforms
backyard.
are you on? Tell the people what platforms you're on. They're showing all this
Oh
stuff.
no, I'm not broadcasting live.
Oh, you're
No,
not
it's
doing the
just
broadcast? Yeah, Jesse's giving us a tour of the Jay Gonzalez palatial estate right now in an undisclosed location somewhere in North McAllen with heavy security, by the way. When you traveled recently, you said, hey, I noticed something about the Tahiti to Bora Bora and back route. Do you remember telling me that you want to talk about that on the program? Maybe you were
something that I noticed.
like something you noticed, or maybe a travel hack related to that long trip over to
Oh yeah, I mean,
Bora Bora and back.
so if you want to see, going to Bora Bora
Yeah.
is a 9-hour flight from LAX or San Francisco to Tahiti. But if you time it right, there's flights from Tahiti to Hawaii. So, long story short, Hawaii from LAX or San Francisco, like 5 hours. It's a 5-hour flight. You stop in Hawaii for 2 nights. Enjoy Hawaii. Obviously, there's lots to enjoy there. And then you fly out 2-3 days later, and you go to Tahiti, and it's 4 hours away. And then once you're in Tahiti, you got Moorea, which is 30 minutes by boat from Tahiti, which I went. It's very nice. It's not as nice as Bora Bora, but it's very nice. And then Bora Bora is 1 hour away by plane. And then Fiji's 4 hours from there. So I mean, you could do Fiji, Moorea, Bora Bora. I wouldn't recommend going to Tahiti, but you've got to fly into Tahiti. Um, And that's one of the things that that I would recommend if you want to make it to that part of the world, which I highly, highly, highly recommend. I think Bora Bora, to me, is the most beautiful place on earth that I have visited, and I've visited many places.
And you've been to Cancun, Vato. You've been to the Caribbean. Really, it's that much more beautiful.
Yes, it doesn't even look real. It looks like something from some science fiction movie. Like you go to a different planet, and
Looks
that's
like
what it looks like.
AI, right? It looks like AI, but it's real. Is that clear?
It
That beautiful?
that's exactly what it's like.
Yeah,
It's unbelievable. I mean,
okay.
it's
Now,
definitely something that everyone should do at least once in their lives.
well, I'll tell you what, I'll put it on the to-do list. We recently went for the. I told you last week. Recently, Daily Night and the boys, we went to Hawaii, and I want to go again because I missed out on the volcano tunnels and the actual live volcanoes. I really want to see that, but there's just so much to see over there. Jesse Gonzalez, Jay Gonzalez, injury attorneys, call 1-800-CAR-CRASH. You can tell it's a Friday, much like the entertainment reporters where we look at stuff that's in entertainment. I love talking with Jesse because we can just relax a little bit, take off our shoes and unwind and walk around the house in our muscle shirt like Jesse's doing right now. You can see him on 710 KURV, Facebook, and YouTube Live. What is that, Jesse? What are you showing me right now? What is that?
My daughter turns 7
Gigi.
tomorrow,
Hi, Cositas. I love you.
and this is her birthday card that I'm going to give her, and I'm hiding in my office her present.
What is it, man? She's at school already, right, Jesse?
Yeah.
Or she has not? She hasn't started.
No, she starts on Monday.
Yeah.
On Monday, it's meet the teacher, and then I think it's on the 18th
Hi, Cositas.
that they start. And
You
then this,
babies with you for this trip, right, Jess? You hit the beaches with Joaquin and
I
Gigi,
do.
right? This past go around. You're at the map for Mexico. What is that? What are you showing me?
Look at all the pins.
Ah, those are I can't see the pins because it's a small screen, but yeah, I get it. All the places you've been, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So there was also some things that there was also something else that caught my attention when I was traveling, and I was I was in Tokyo,
Uh-huh.
and I was in Kyoto and Tokyo. They're they're like 2 hours apart by bullet train or speed train or whatever they call that train that
Which
goes.
did you take the bullet train? Did you take the train or did you get there?
Yes, yeah. No, I took the bullet train. I was there 2 hours. Tokyo and Kyoto are super hot. You might as well be in McAllen, Texas, or Brownsville, Texas. I mean, it's that type of climate in the summer. So I don't recommend that you visit Japan in the summertime. If you want to get away from the Texas heat, you're going to just go find the exact same kind of climate over there.
Dude, what did you see? What did you see? You got to tell me. I would love to see Japan someday.
No, it's incredible. It's amazing. In fact, Japan does everything just above average. Like they just take things to the next level in terms of their uh, attention to detail. They're so meticulous, and they take a lot of pride in how they do things, regardless of whatever that thing is. It's just amazing to be a part of that and experience that. And so I really, really enjoyed that. And I was fortunate enough and blessed to stay at their Four Seasons. They've got a Four Seasons in Tokyo, and they've got another one in Kyoto. And they do everything's just so high level that your expectations when you are there um, are off the charts. I mean, it's completely off the charts. And what's interesting about that is that when something falls short of those expectations that you've become accustomed to once you're immersed in that, is just glaringly obvious that you're like, wait, how could this be happening in Japan at the Four Seasons? This is unacceptable. But I say that because when there's a certain level of expectation in terms of service, people will demand that because, and it's not because they're snobbish or because they're rude or
You're
whatever. It's
paying for
just,
it. They better deliver. It's Four Seasons. They better deliver.
well, it's just the culture that they have in terms of how they treat their clientele. It's just, again, it's just next level, and anybody that's gone to a Four Seasons would be able to tell you that. But Japan is another level on top of all those other levels. And I went to a restaurant there at the Four Seasons, and there was like 10 waiters cleaning tables, but none of them approached my table. And I said, why am I even here? I'll just go to my room. I've got a balcony and I can enjoy the view there. And I've got wine in the room. So, you know what? I just got up from the table and I left. And as I was leaving, the receptionist there said, sir, what happened? I said, well, I'm just going to go to my room. And I'm like, wait a minute, but this is the Four Seasons. I go, I've got to give them feedback. I said, I was here for about 20 minutes and there's 10 of you guys out there cleaning tables, but nobody bothered going to my table. And if somebody had, I probably would have stuck around. But that's my feedback. And so the next day they found me somewhere else within the resort. And they said, we apologize for what happened yesterday. We'll buy these 2 glasses of wine for the glasses of wine are on the house.
Yeah.
And so anyway, I was obviously appreciative of that. I didn't ask for it, but it was just feedback that I was giving them because I felt like, hey, you guys dropped the ball here, but because your standards are so high, here's your feedback. And that's the level of expectation and service that people expect from us here at the J. Gonzalez Law Firm when they call us. And I tell every single one of my staff members, I tell them, look, we have helped thousands and thousands of people that get injured in accidents over the course of almost 25 years. And we've got hundreds and hundreds of 5-star reviews talking about how incredible our service was. When people hire us, the level of expectation is so high that you can't hide behind your desk or your computer and think that you don't have to return a phone call or take on a phone call, or give a client a meeting in person or whatever they ask. I mean, the expectations are so high that we have to meet those expectations because that's what we've done over the course of almost 25 years. And clients will let us know. They will let us know. You helped my dad, you helped my mom, and I called you yesterday, you didn't call me back. And I'm okay with them having such high levels of expectation because we created that standard and clients make sure that we uphold those standards. And when we don't, when we fall just a little short, they're very quick to say, you're the J. Gonzalez Law Firm. This is not, up to your level of standards. Why did it take more than a day for you to call me back? Or I called today and you were busy. What happened? And I'm 100% okay with that. My staff understands that. When we hire people, we let them know that things are different here. Things are different in terms of the reputation that we've created, and they have to live up to that reputation and they have to live up to those standards. And so we're very proud of that. And so when I went to the Four Seasons in Japan, it kind of reminded me of that. I'm like, I get this back home for my own clients. And that's, I think that's a testament to the incredible work that my staff does, incredible work that we've done over the years. And we love, love, love the fact that our clients know that that's how we are and that's how we treat clients. And so yes, that's something that
Well, it starts at the top, Jesse, because you expected, you demanded, and that culture of courteousness and discipline, the work ethic, and of course, superior customer service. You receive it, you know what it looks like, and you demand it from the front staff. Jay Gonzalez, injury attorneys, call 1-800-CAR-CRASH. Jesse Gonzalez joining us from his HQ. He's over at his heavily guarded secret location in North McAllen. He's over at his house right now, joining us. Our ambassador of Quan around here is Freddie, as you know, Jesse. Freddie's the one who greets. He brings them in coffee, donuts, cigarettes, mints, whatever you need. And then while he puts us on the radio, as you know, he leaves the studio and he's washing the cars for our guests. And then he comes back.
Wow.
Yeah. So something I don't think have you ever washed Jesse's truck? Or is it's too big? It takes too long to wash. Well, yeah, he will. Yeah, he'd be afraid he'd scratch your truck. Hey, I've got about a few seconds left, right? We're good, Freddie? How's the gang over at the office? What do you want to tell me about the gang over at J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys?
Well, we just brought on board five new people. Not because we lost people, but because we needed to add more people. Obviously, we're still growing.
That's a nice.
Brought on board a new lawyer who's very, very good, and so he'll be helping me with my clients who, unfortunately, a lot of times we can't resolve or win a case in what we call pre-litigation, which normally takes around 4 to 6 months. And when that doesn't happen, that means we have to file a lawsuit. And that's where he comes in and he helps and assists with everything that needs to be done with pleadings and discovery and depositions and mediations and hearings and so forth and trial preparation. So we're very excited to bring him on board. And so, we're just working hard every day. I'll be meeting with a client tomorrow in my Harlingen office. Again, if they can't meet me during the week, I meet them in the weekend. So I'll be doing that tomorrow at 11 o'clock in Harlingen. So,
Yeah.
Just doing what I do.
That's the
Winning
good thing
cases.
the good thing about Jesse is you hear him and he exposes what he is, what he does, and of course even takes us inside his house. He always more than just a face or a personality or a brand. You actually meet him and speak with Jesse every time. That's Jesse Gonzalez, J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys. Send me the latitude and longitude of your secret location. I think I just found a new crash pad when I can't drive anymore and I'm falling asleep. Bless you, Jesse. We'll see you in a few days. J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys. Call 1-800-CAR-CRASH. This is the Sergio Show coming up on 11 o'clock.